Fellas, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to talk about soapy and clean fragrances. Now this is summertime and soapy and clean fragrances are brilliant for daytime wear, even nighttime wear if you stay in a hot country. And especially soapy fragrances give out a vibe of confident, clean and approachable person. So these are really handy and you can wear this in any weather, but they shine in summer. Now soapy is a concept, right? It's an accord, and soapy accord is created by many notes. Number one, most notable one because of its popularity, is iris. Green iris has this radiant soapy vibe. Then there is the soapy green herbal lavender. Then obviously the queen of everything, neroli. Neroli is a blossom which smells or has a soapy facet. Then there are others, for example, patchouli, the soapy, heady soapiness of the 70s fragrances, juniper berries. There are many, many more. So vetiver as well, green vetiver, soapy undertone to it. So I thought I'm gonna create a list of 15, maybe 16, I'll add another one. Excuse me, I'll add another one. So essentially there are 16 fragrances, but I called it top 15. So let's start. Right, number one is a fragrance which I call the perfect gym fragrance. It is actually a fragrance which I've reviewed. It's a cheapie. It's Rochas Eau de Rochas. Absolutely fantastic fragrance, guys. It's a fresh, soapy, green, slightly milky, beautiful fragrance. It's so cheap and it's so beautifully made. Eau de Rochas is a must-have for people who live in a hot country, for people who visit the gym and would like something which is not sweet, which is absolutely elegant, beautifully well made, outstanding, really good fragrance. I've reviewed this, check it out. So Eau de Rochas is the first one in the list. Next one is the wild card, the one that I have not included because it's one of those fragrances that takes a lot of time getting used to and it's not very easy to find. It's from an Italian house and it's an Italian style fragrance. It is Lorenzo, Villoresi, Acqua di Colonia. This is actually a very classical formula. In fact, there's a speculation that back in the day when men's cologne was focused on becoming mainstream, these sort of fragrances were in vogue. So 4711. Right? I can't remember the full name, but that's the fragrance on which Neroli Portofino is based. This one is basically a more refined version of 4711. It's basically Neroli, petitgrain, and elemi and musk, but it's no sweetness in it. It's quite carbolic. It has this carbolic nature, as if you're using a soap from the 1920s. This is very elegant, very upper class. I tell you, this is seriously upper class, as in very refined people who wear tweed jackets and proper three-piece suits to work, that sort of thing. It's got this very, very austere, aristocratic feel about it. It's really from a different world. I've done a full review, one of my very early reviews, and one of those fragrances that I was very impressed with, still am. But this is just amazing soapy, very, very different, completely different to what you get today. So Acqua di Colonia, second. This was a wild card. I didn't include it in the list, but I thought finally I just include it. Next on the list is this classic 1970s lavender patchouli oak moss beast of a fragrance which is made to perfection. Done a full review and it's a very famous fragrance. Paco Rabanne Puron. This thing is basically a modern masterpiece and I've done a full review. Oh my god. If you get the latest version, it may not be as rich and as strong as this, but I tell you what, this has got thyme, honey, lavender, oak moss. This is actually how you do a multi-layered, very rich soap fragrance, one of a kind. If you get a vintage bottle of it, just grab it because this is an experience that you will never have from any other brand. I mean, if Roja was to do this, right, they would have charged 250 to 400 or whatever. I tell you, the Paco Rabanne Vintage Puron is an absolute killer for people who like artistic, complex fragrances. Next on my list is a fragrance that does Neroli Portofino on the cheap, artisan by John Varvatos. Now this one is exactly what Neroli Portofino is. Very, very nice fragrance for summer days. Again, longevity is a little bit weak. So I haven't done a full review. I have to do a review, and I'll do it when it turns a little bit hot and sunny. But this is basically clean sheets, clean laundry sheets, right? With a few elements of clean musk and slightly floral lavender, I believe, somewhere. So it's basically Neroli Portofino on the cheap. I'll do a full review very soon. I have to do it. Next on my list is another classic masculine, beautifully well-made lavender fragrance. It is Platinum Egoiste by Chanel. This is a classic, yeah? And it is classic for a reason. It's a plasticky, metallic lavender, which is clean, you know, as if, you know, imagine water drops on a metal pipe, you know, condensed water. So that's that kind of coolness to it. Very soapy, clean, extremely aloof. So if you're a top ranking manager in your company and you're looking for something for summer days, Platinum Egoiste, absolutely fantastic. I'll do a full review very, very soon. Next on my list is a Guerlain, and this Guerlain I have to do a full review. It's a recent acquisition and I'm absolutely loving it. It focuses on gin, mint, and I believe Neroli. Can't remember the exact note breakdown. This is Guerlain Homme Eau de Parfum, current formulation, extremely well made. Beautiful. There's this heritage-like lavender, a vetiver spiciness to it. It reminds me of heritage, a little bit. I have to do a full review. I'll do that. Let me not spoil the plot. But this is an extremely good budget fragrance for summer if you're looking for soapy, clean, airy lavender vetiver. Gin, really good, really good fragrance, guys. I'm telling you, gotta get your nose on this, yeah. Next on my list is a fragrance I've done a full review of very recently. This is basically a niche quality fragrance in a designer bottle. It's absolute masterpiece. It's a Prada, and nobody does soapy fragrances like Prada. And Prada here have delivered something which is unimaginable. It's a soapy fragrance, but it's very dark, mysterious, multi-layered, rich. It's got myrrh, it's got other notes I can't remember. But this soapy iris nature with that myrrh is an absolute killer. This fragrance is so beautifully made and so amazing in concept that I have to say this is niche quality. Absolutely sensational fragrance. You have to try this if you like soapy, mysterious, dark fragrances. This would be amazing for winter. This is a winter fragrance. I love to wear it when it's cold outside. Excuse me. And I want to feel sweet, squeaky clean and elegant. You know, beautiful, absolutely beautiful fragrance. Next on my list is a fragrance which I've reviewed recently. It smells like a health spa. It's a fragrance by Lush and it's called Smugglers Soul. This is a sandalwood, lemongrass, very airy, arid, clean, dry. Almost like being in a Swiss chalet. You know, that clean, sort of soapy, clean, dry kind of a alpine air. That's how this makes me feel. Again, done a full review. You can check it out. Absolutely beautiful concept. Very well made sandalwood. But you have to find this. This is not that easy to find. Next on my list is a fragrance which I reviewed recently. No, a long time ago. It's a Tom Ford. And it's a beautiful, soapy, bright, vibrant vetiver. It is Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. I don't know why they've called this Grey Vetiver. They should have called it Airy Clean Vetiver, White Vetiver. Because this is anything but grey. It's a fabulous fragrance, guys. This is the EDT version. I still have to review the EDP. The EDP is not as soapy and clean. This one is so soapy, so clean, so beautiful. Just, you know, I tell you what, if you're getting married this summer, whatever summer is left, you really have to give this one a trial and see if this goes with your summer wedding suit. This is joyous. This is elegant. This is a masterpiece, you know. Absolutely beautiful fragrance, guys. So, Grey Vetiver EDT. Amazing. Amazing soapy vetiver. Okay, next on my list is considered one of the finest neroli fragrances ever made. A lot of people vouch for this. It's a Serge Lutens. I think you guessed the fragrance. It's Fleurs d'Orange. I tell you, this is outstanding quality, outstanding composition, one of a kind. This brings in very indolic, clean and indolic tuberose with neroli, and the other florals which I can't remember. I reviewed it last year, and when it's hot, bring this out. This is very unisex, so ladies just love this fragrance because it makes them smell and feel satisfied and happy and glorious. Really, it's a glorious fragrance. Fleurs d'Orange, absolute masterpiece. If you like soapy white florals, Fleurs d'Orange, done a full review, check it out. Expensive but very, very elegant and very well made. Yeah, it's a white floral, soapy white floral, beautiful. Next on my list is an Amouage. This one gets very little talk. It's like smelling a handmade, luxurious, creamy soap. It is Ciel Man by Amage. This one is a vintage brush glass tester bottle. So this fragrance is discontinued. Ciel is discontinued, but you can still get it. And this is basically amazing creamy lavender with soapy aldehydic peach. Peach is a marvelous note if it's been used properly. And in this fragrance, it's been executed to complete perfection. You know, Ciel is a soapy fragrance lover's paradise. As I said, it's like a handmade, luxurious handmade soap. Imagine yourself staying at a very exclusive resort. Everything is amazing there. Everything is just top class. And I imagine the soaps would be top class as well. This is like that. It's one of the most luxurious soapy fragrances you will come across. Like any Amouage, you know. I'll do a full review very soon. Very, very good fragrance. If you can get hold of that, of Ciel Man, do that. If you like soapy fragrances. Next on my list is a no surprise. Everybody talks about it. It's a very, very clean, soapy fragrance. It was inspired by a soap. I've done a full review of this one. It was inspired by the Moroccan black soap, cheap Moroccan black soap. And it is Mugler. Yeah, Mugler Cologne. This is widely accepted as one of the best soapy fragrances out of the shower, you know, shower gel kind, not shower gel, but out of the shower fresh experience or feel. Widely accepted, I totally agree. This is when you really don't want to offend anybody, you're not sure, and you want to feel fresh, completely clean and just luxuriously clean. It is not luxurious, but it's really clean and beautiful. You go for Mugler Cologne. Done a full review, check it out. It's budget fragrance, but it really delivers beautifully. 4 left. Next 4 are just outstanding. The next one on my list basically is my favorite, one of my favorite, couple of favorites coming. One of my favorite designer fragrances for very hot days when I want to smell amazing. It's a designer, it's a Prada. Prada does the best soapy fragrances, and it's Prada Amber Pour-Homme. I'm running out, I have to get a full bottle. And this is iris, clean sheet iris, slightly oily with notes of saffron and cardamom. This is so beautifully made. There's just words defy the beauty of this fragrance. So elegant, so charming, so seductively attractive. So many adjectives I can put to this one. I've done a full review and you can check it out. If you haven't got this in your collection, please consider it seriously, because Prada Amber Pour-Homme is just next level soapy fragrance, you know. Just amazing. And it's so affordable, so easy to get hold of. Next on my list is another Prada, and this is my favorite Prada. This is my favorite Prada for many reasons. It's Prada Long Low. Outstanding, guys. Just one sniff and I feel happy. This is actually, again, an iris fragrance, but the powdery elements are enhanced. And this is, again, so modern, you know. It's, you sniff it and you know that you're smelling something contemporary. Excuse me. You'll get loads of compliments, a lot of attention, because it performs like a beast, it projects like a beast, and you can wear this anywhere, you know. Wedding, office, interview, dates, you know, you name it, you can wear this. And it smells extremely elegant. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance, you know. Done a full review. Prada Long Low. Amazing. Last two. The next one, I've reviewed it. It's a clean sheet fragrance. It's one of the most interesting and one of the most radiant and clean and bright fragrance in my collection. It is APOM by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. MFK APOM is one of my absolute favorites. I wear this in any season, and you can too. It just smells amazing. It relies on neroli, warmth of amber, cedar, but the most amazing thing about this fragrance is it's got a very excuse me, it's got a very prominent lipstick, you know, saliva lipsticky vibe to it, as if you're really French kissing a beautiful woman who wears very heavy lipstick. And that's my favorite part, because it's so unusual and so photorealistic and just amazing, you know. Imagine going on a lovely date wearing a white shirt, feeling very clean, and then kissing this amazing lady. That's how this fragrance makes me feel. APOM is an absolute knockout, you know, sexy fragrance that you can wear anywhere. This is just outstanding, you know. Get APOM. If you are into date scene this summer, excuse me, you need to get APOM. APOM is outstanding. Next fragrance, number one on my list, is a fragrance which is a recent acquisition. This is what I'm wearing today. The moment you spray this, it takes you to a very sacred, pure sort of a place. It's one of the most divine smells I've got in my collection. And as I say, you know, soapiness is cleanliness. This fragrance is a Diptyque. It's Tam Dao EDT. One of the most cleanest sandalwood fragrances I've got in my collection. It's very recent, so I'm still learning, but I tell you, a couple of experiences with this, a complete knockout fragrance, yeah? It smells of soapy, clean, airy, pure kind of sandalwood. It's really well made. It's considered by many as one of the finest sandalwood fragrances ever made. Now, I'm going to reserve judgment on that, but I can tell you, this is the finest soapy, clean, fresh fragrance I've got in my collection. It's trumped APOM and Low and Prada Amber within a few weeks of having it. This has gone to number one straight away. So that was a list of soapy, clean fragrances. And I hope that you try some of these. And I hope if you've already got it, you will be able to share what your favorite soapy fragrances are. Hope you enjoyed the review, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.